Okay. Wait. So what's the question?
Question is, what is something that Foothill has given you the opportunity to do? How have they prepared you?
Foothill has prepared me in many ways, such as my education, and that also in various academic sports and taking me on trips that I wouldn't be able to do in other schools. And yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you, mom. Thank you, dad. You guys have put a lot of money into this school, I'm sure. So to make my education as best as possible and to give me the best learning environment there is. So thank you, mom and dad. I appreciate it.
All right. Cool.
Woo! Is that good?
At Foothill, you have a lot of great opportunities that other schools don't offer in junior high. A few being like the service trips that we go on, and I think that the Dominican Republic in 8th grade and then San Francisco in 7th grade, those were two amazing opportunities that I got to go and experience and serve others and kind of step out of my comfort zone. So I would say that those are probably the top two. And then also the friendships I've made here are amazing. I love all my friends here. They're all just so kind and so outgoing. And I just think that the friendships I've made here over the past years have been ones that I'll remember forever. And also, their junior high program is really amazing. I think they really help prepare you and ready you for high school. So, yeah, just overall, Foothill's been an amazing. These past 5 years have been ones that I will never forget. My parents sacrificed so much for my brothers and I, and I know I always complain and I always say like they don't care, but I know they do, and they have always been there for us. They've been at every award ceremony, everything that I've done. They've been there, and they've always just supported me in everything that I do. And so I know they sacrifice a lot for to drive my brother out to LA every day and to drive us here and to help us with all our extracurricular activities. So thank you, mom and dad. I know you sacrifice a lot for us.
Cute.
Foothouse has given me like opportunities to be in sports and like be able to try out for a team and be with friends whilst playing things that I like to do. And they've also like prepared me with different like serving things, helping out in junior beta and other things like that. So I'd like to thank my parents for sacrificing time and money to drive me out to all the sports things that I like to do, and like just paying the fees for the school and like lunch every day, things like that.
Foothill, since it's such a small kind of community, it'll give us the opportunities to get into more sports, to do things that we couldn't have done more at public schools, such as play sports, do art, band, extracurricular activities like that. And yeah, just I want to say thank you to my parents for everything they've done, to everything they've sacrificed for me to go to this amazing school that can prepare me for such greater things than just middle school, such as high school, all the SATs and things that are just not even close to where I'm at right now. But Foothill can do all sorts of things to just prepare you for that. So yeah, I just want to say thank you.
Okay. Yeah, they give me the opportunity to just play different sports that I wouldn't normally play, and like football and basketball, which I wouldn't really be able to play outside of school.
Awesome.
They sacrificed much time in driving me here and out of school for different academic reasons and sports reasons. So thank you, mom. Thank you, dad.
Um, Something that Foothill's given me the opportunity to do is like share the word of God to different parts of the country and like different parts of the world that I would never really be able to do, like if I hadn't have come here. And it's prepared me in like the sense that taught me to handle stress, like a lot of stress. And I know this is just the beginning of it because I still have like 8 more years of school. So, yeah, it's prepared me for that. Yeah, I would like to say thank you to my parents for putting up with me and putting up with all my complaining and all my whining, because without them, I wouldn't be able to get through all of this, and they're truly like my inspiration. And I look up to them.
Okay. So I think Foothill prepared me in like a sense of my faith and like just keeping the Christian faith through high school. I think they've really like maintained that in my life, and so I'm really grateful for that. And I also like thank them for all like the different field trips we went on, like the DR and DC. I feel like the DR was like a good like thing in my faith that helped like my faith grow and continue, because I noticed like all like the poor areas of the DR, and yeah. And I also thank my parents for like all the time they put in and money for this school, and just continually sending me here every year. And I'm really grateful for that, and for them paying for me to go on the field trips and stuff, and just like for all the effort they put into it. And I also thank my teachers and stuff for them just being great teachers and influences in my lives and teaching me. And yeah.
Foothills has let me able to go to Washington D.C. and Sacramento to help like the poor people, and just it has also provided helpful electives for me, like to boost my grades and stuff. So yeah, okay. I want to thank my mom and my dad for like supporting me and helping me get through the rough times of middle school, and then also my Lita for helping us and all her support, and yeah, I love them. So yeah.
Okay. Foothill has taught me to be kind to one another and to love each other and to just be open to make friends and make everyone happy and laugh. And yeah.
It's good.
I would like to thank my parents for allowing me to come to this amazing school and to get so many opportunities and care for one another. And they've sacrificed so much for me, and like time and money. And yeah. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Foothill has given me the opportunity to find things I like coding and the basketball team. And it's given me a firm biblical foundation in Christ.
Foothill.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for sacrificing your time and money that you could have spent on other things that you may have wanted more, and being patient with me to learn the things that I may not have gotten the first time. And thank you for giving me a strong foundation in Christ.
Foothill has given me so many unique and amazing experiences, especially the trips of a lifetime. Like Palomar and Alpine, they've reinstilled my love for science even deeper than it already, which I didn't even know was possible. And trips like San Francisco, they've given me this intrinsic ideal that people do good things out of the goodness of their heart, not just because they're told to, but there's some morality inside them that's so deep and overcoming over most facetious things that they have. The education of Foothill has been so unique, it'd be better than any public school that I would have gone to. The small class size really gives you a one-on-one experience with the teacher, even if it's a really difficult problem or a difficult subject. I would like to thank my mom, especially. Ever since I was just a thought in her head, she sacrificed so much for me to have an amazing life, and she has given it to me. It'd be a life that she would have set in bed better than hers when she was my age. I would also love to thank my grandma, because she has been such a sweet and kind character in my life. Whenever I needed a shoulder to cry on or someone to turn to, she'd be right there helping me through the whole way, no matter what. And my sister, I would like to thank her so much. Even though she's been mean to me sometimes, she's still so nice, and if I ask her anything, she'd do it out of her love for me. So that's an amazing, sweet quality that she has.
Foothill's given me the opportunity to go see kids at the DR, and that was a really fun experience. And getting to help them through what they've gone through. And also it's given me the opportunities to make great friends and have such a great experience. And it's also prepared me to go out into the world and have success in high school and pave my road to my career. I'm going to thank my mom and dad, because they've sacrificed so much time for me and for what they've helped me with through like homework and grades. And I'm also going to thank my teachers for their support and everything they gave me.
So Foothill has given me like many leadership opportunities, so I was so thankful and blessed to be a part of the Junior Beta Board, which gave me more experience in public speaking and taught me how to plan and everything like that, so I'm really thankful for that. And then also they give you such great mission trips opportunities, like the DR trip and and San Francisco in 7th grade, both of which have truly like opened my eyes to like ways that we can serve our community, like not just through these trips but through our daily life. So that was really an awesome opportunity. So. So I'm really thankful for that. Okay, so thanks Mom and Dad for sending me to this school, because through this school I've made so many awesome friends and had so many great opportunities that I wouldn't have been able to have elsewhere. So thank you.
I've been at Foothill since first grade, so 7 years. Foothill's prepared me to just strive for better, so that in the future that these things will pay off, and that, yeah, I'm not really good at these things. Yeah, I thank my parents for their sacrificing of their time and money to bring me to such a good school, because thanks to its private education, I've got to socialize more with other students and also grow in God's love.
I had many opportunities, such as being able to go on the DR trip and being able to go on the San Francisco trip, and I also had the opportunity to play on the basketball team. And we were undefeated this year too. I want to thank my mom and dad for the money, time, and effort that they spent for me to be able to go here.
Foothill has given me the opportunity to be in a musical and be in junior beta. During the musical, I made so many new friends and got to meet other people in other grades. Foothill has prepared me to work hard and care about my grades and my academics. I would like to thank my parents for their time, their love, their care for me, and everything they've done for me, just for me to be able to go to a Christian school and learn about Jesus during school. That was so bad. Okay. That's all I have. Wait, did I say junior beta? Yes. Oh, I did. Okay. That's all I have. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mom, and thank you, Dad.
So, Foothill has given me the opportunity to meet amazing people and go on amazing trips with my class. And I've only been here 2 years, but it feels like I've been here forever. And they've prepared me for challenges I might face later in life. I want to thank my parents for driving me all the way here, since we live in Fontana, and for taking the time to help me with homework and make sure that my grades are still going up and staying there. And my mom especially for the drive, because I know she works all the way in LA. And my little brother for being the best little brother I could ever have.
Foothills prepared me by teaching me the stuff I need to know, even though I don't really take it. They still teach me it. But I've been here for about 12 years, since preschool. It's been fun, but yeah. Playing sports, 6th grade, basketball, football, and trips. We just came from the DC trip, and yeah. Thank you, Dad, for all the opportunities you've given me to come here and go on all the trips and just have fun with my friends.
Foothill has given me many opportunities, like going on missions trips and getting to experience a lot of great things, and meeting some of my best friends here has been amazing. And I'm just so excited that I was able to come here. And I've been here since 2nd grade, and so I got to grow up with a bunch of people here, and I love every single one of them. And they have prepared me for facing challenges in high school and along the way. And I'm just so grateful for all the teachers and friends that I got to meet. I wanted to thank my parents for sacrificing time and money to send me to such a great school. And I also wanted to thank my siblings, Matthew and Sarah, for being there for me through all the hard times and helping me with homework and projects.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for sacrificing so much money for me to come here. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for sending me here for 8 years. I know you sacrificed a lot of money.
You want to be done?
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
Okay.
So, Foothill has really given me the opportunity to meet a lot of really good friends and have a really good education too, so I can be more prepared for high school. And it's also taught me perseverance, because sometimes if you get home from late from a sporting event, your homework's not gonna do itself, so you just gotta nay the pain away and just do it. And I want to thank my parents for paying a lot of money for me to go to this good school, get a muy good education. So, gracias.
Foothill has given me the opportunity to go to fun places like San Francisco and DC, and I'd like to thank my parents for paying thousands of dollars every year for me to go here, and they prepared me by giving me teachers that comfort me. Thanks, Mom and Dad, and my grandpa, and yeah.
I've been at this school for 10 years, and I like Foothill because the teachers are nice and they want you to give you more opportunities to learn than any other school would. Another reason I like this school is because they force you to do orchestra, and when you do it for the 2 years that they force you to, they give you another chance to do it in junior high. Because when I joined FC Royale and started taking lessons with Miss Knight, I started to I started to enjoy it more and wanting to do it instead of being forced to. And I thank my mom because she sent me to this school, and it brings she knew it'd be the best experience and least harmful for me, and I can be myself at this school.
Well, I've been to Foothill for 4 years, and going to San Francisco in 7th grade, that was one of the things I really liked. I got to do. I went to San Francisco and we got to help the poor a little bit. It was cool seeing all the homeless people. It was an eye opener. And just recently, in about April, we went to DC and got to see all the monuments, which without Foothill's help, I wouldn't have been able to go. I want to thank my grandmother for sending me here because she is, spending the money to send me to school. Without her, I wouldn't be here at all, not at the school. And I want to thank my parents for sending me here every day, taking time off of work to go send me to school and pick me up and maybe go back to work. So I'd like to thank them. That's really cool for them to do for me.
Foothill's given me the opportunity to go to Washington, D.C. with my friends and see all the memorials and how America developed under the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and stuff like that. I've been at Foothill since I was in preschool, and the sports, we won the football championship, and I thought that was really cool. So, thank you, Mom, for all the stuff you do for me, and thank you, Dad, for always taking me to training and helping me develop better as a quarterback and as a person. I'd like to thank my brother for being such a good mentor and being a good older brother and helping me with sports and helping me with reads and football. And I'd like to thank my sister for just being silly and goofy and being herself and being fun to hang out with.
I would like to thank Foothill for preparing me for high school. And I would like to also thank my parents for sending me here so I get a good education for high school. That it. Can I watch this before
No.
No?
No. All right, that's it.
Was that the worst one?
No.
No?
No.
Whose was worse?
I'm not telling you.
Bradley.
Nope. Actually.
I've been at Foothill for 9 years. I've been here since kindergarten. Foothill's given me so many great opportunities here. Definitely to play sports and to make a lot of great friends and to go on a lot of mission trips like the Dominican Republic and San Francisco. And it's just given me a great education, and I feel confident to go on in high school. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for letting me go here and paying for tuition. I know it's been a sacrifice, but I've really just been thankful for that. And yeah, I want to thank my big brother, Noah, because he's always been there for me. And yeah, he just helped me so much along the way. Okay, I want to thank my teachers, and I want to thank all my coaches, and I also just want to thank everyone who's just taken care of me here, and all the parents that have driven me to sports events and stuff, and just always been there for me and taking care of me in the DR because my parents were there. I'm so grateful for you, and thank you to my friends who've always been there for me too. And yeah.
Okay, I've been at Foothill since 3rd grade, and they have greatly prepared me for high school. I really want to thank my parents for this opportunity because they have sacrificed greatly for me to be able to go here.
Foothill has given me the opportunity to play sports and go to another country for a missions trip. Foothill has prepared me to be a kind and better person. The DR changed me for the better. Oh yeah, I played soccer, football, and basketball. And yeah. I would like to thank my parents for all the sacrifices they made for me to come here. I'd like to thank my siblings. I would like to thank my coaches. I would like to thank my childcare workers for getting the balls every time I kicked them over and for keeping me in line. I would like to thank my teachers for teaching me. Oh, and I would like to thank the Junior Beta Board and my friends.
Awesome. That's good.
Nothing about your mom being a room mom.
Her mom?
I would like to thank my mom for being a room mom.
Son.
An awesome room mom.
An awesome room mom.
Okay.
Foothill has prepared me by giving me a better education than any other school could, because they have better classes that are more advanced, and they have more technology that can help me with my work. I would like to thank my parents for sending me here and giving me a better education.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hi, I've been here at Foothill for 5 years. Foothill has given me the opportunity to go on many missions trips like San Francisco and DR and the Dominican Republic, and those trips like really opened my eyes to like a different way of life. I really like the class sizes here, how they it's like easier to like create a relationship with your teachers, and like it's easier to ask questions when you're like confused. I'd like to thank my parents for sending me here because it's a really awesome school. I also like think I've made like a lot of friendships here that hopefully I can carry on to high school. But it was also given me the opportunity to be on like many different sports teams like basketball and volleyball. They've also given like championship opportunities for like big games, and I've thankfully been able to win 2 of them in basketball. And I'd like to thank my coaches, Coach B and Coach Mac, who have coached me to be better and who have helped me like with my journey. Yeah.
Well, first I've been in Foothill for about 6 years now, so that's like since 2nd grade. And what Foothill has done, like they've been enhancing my violin skills, my cello skills, and they've unlocked my skills to play soccer very well. And I struck the especially like in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, like all the trips that we've been going on, like Alpine, See Me, and then this year with the orchestra we went to Carnegie Hall. Like we traveled to New York to perform at Carnegie Hall. Yeah, that was nice. I'd like to thank my mom for paying a lot of money for tuition for me to come to a private school and have good education, and I'd like to thank my older brother, who also went to the school, but he's an alumni, for giving me like heads up on like, oh, this year we're gonna do this, and like in 7th grade we're gonna do that, and like in 8th grade, so like, I'd like to thank him for doing that, and
So I've been at Foothill for about 4 years now, and I mean it's just been an amazing experience. They've been able to give me like opportunities to go to the DR, help out people, and it just like opened my eyes about like the rest of the world. And it let me find what I really like to do in sports or just extracurricular activities. I've really gone to like find what I really like and who I really am. I just want to thank my parents for everything they've given me, and just this privilege to be able to come here and just make amazing friends. I want to thank all my friends who have just been with me along the journey and just helped me out when I need it. And I also want to thank the teachers for giving me an amazing education and just experience here. I want to thank my sister for helping me out when I need it and just making it so I can really enjoy Foothill.
I've been at Foothill for 3 years, since 6th grade. I transferred over here instead of going to Ramona. and I really love the arts program here because it really helped me expand on my art. When I was 6th grade, I didn't really even know how to draw my art with stick figures, and I've gotten really good. And the art teachers, Mrs. Strauss, who left, and Miss Fiesel, they really helped me expand on my art and let me do my own thing. I like Miss Fiesel because she really taught me how to do art, but she let me do my own mediums. She would let me do my own art. She wouldn't make us do any specifics. It was more, do a watercolor, it has to be good, and you can reflect what you want to do. And I really love that about her. And then I really also love our writing program, the research reports and stuff, because that would really help us in high school, because I know that they don't do a lot of writing as often, so we do more writing, and I'll prepare us so it'll be easier in high school. I'd first like to thank my mom for really helping me, because I didn't know what school to go to in 5th grade, and she took me on a tour of the school, and I absolutely fell in love with it. This was when Miss Martinez was still the tech teacher, and I really clicked with it, and my mom decided, sure, I'll sign up, and she completed the papers, the transfer, and I came here. Thanks, Mom. I'm more awkward.
No, you're fine.
I'm the awkwardest person ever.
I have been at Foothills since 5th grade, so for 4 years. It's been okay, I guess, because coming from a different school with different environment and people and stuff, this school has prepared me to do more academic stuff for high school and probably college too that I can learn from here. And then I've gotten to go on the mission trips like San Francisco to help the homeless, and at the DR to help people in Santo Domingo. And then we also went on the DC trip to learn about history for wars and everything and the monuments. People who have prepared me for this school would be my teachers, because they helped me through tough times where I've gotten stuck on homework and everything. And then my parents helped me. They send me to this school, which costs a lot and is a big sacrifice to send me to this school with their money and everything. And then my grandparents were convincing them to send me here for a better education than my old school. Thank you.
Foothill has given me a traveling opportunity, at least in 8th grade, to go to New York and DC, and it's just a unique experience that I think I'll never really experience in my life again. My mom and my dad sacrificing a lot of time and a lot of money, especially my mom helping me with a lot of projects like the science fair, history projects and reports for Miss Lafine and stuff.
Foothill has given me the opportunity to go to DR, San Francisco, have amazing teachers and meet new friends and stuff like that. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for sending me to this amazing school. Thank you for everybody that's helped me and stuff like that. Thank you.
To the camera.
I've been at Foothill since preschool, and they've given me the opportunity to sing in chapel and at orchestra concerts, and I've gotten the opportunity to go on many missions trips. Each trip we got to learn about God, so I got closer to Him. So I got the opportunity to lead the varsity volleyball team as a captain with Noel Q, and it really challenged me as a person to be a better leader. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for sacrificing sleeping in, gas, money, and time for me to go to Foothill.
Okay, I've been here for 4 years. I've gone on 2 missions trips, one to San Francisco and one to the Dominican Republic. I like to go on them because I like to help others that need help. Foothill has prepared me by having a smaller environment. I think it's been a lot better for me and for some others around me. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Gianna and Leah. for letting me come to school.
Are you ready?
I've been at Foothill for 9 years, ever since kindergarten, and then so some of the things I've gotten an opportunity to do was like Dominican Republic, Washington D.C., volleyball, being on the junior beta board, and then my parents spent a lot of time and money for me to go here, because being in the musical, I've gotten a chance to experience all that for high school. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for sending me here and letting me come here to make a ton of friends.
Alright, so Foothill's prepared me for high school, probably even college, and they've sent me on many great trips like DC, where I got to learn about America's history and about life in general, and I've also made great friends here, friends that I think will stay for the rest of my life. And sports teams, I've been on multiple sports teams throughout my 3 years in junior high. I learned a lot about teamwork, leadership, and yeah. I'd like to thank my mom and my dad for sending me here and all their hard work, for everything they sacrificed for me, and my grandparents for always helping me with everything, with sports games, picking me up from school, sometimes taking me, and other family members for helping me get to school and get picked up.
Well, Foothill is like given me some opportunities to do like cheer basically all my life, and also let me like go to the San Francisco trip. That was pretty cool. It was fun. Yeah, the DC trip was pretty fun, but it got tiring walking everywhere. But it was really cool to like go to the Bible Museum and the Holocaust and the 9/11. I'd like to thank my teachers for teaching me everything, and my parents for letting me come here and get all the opportunities I can have. Thank you, parents, for letting me come here and get all the opportunities I can have, and letting me go everywhere and taking me to cheer competitions and everything. So thank you.
So basically, I've been at Foothill ever since I was in preschool, technically, so my whole life. So I've never been to any other school but Foothill. So I really can't tell you what's the difference between public school and private school, because I've always been here. But to be honest, I feel like they've given me many opportunities, including the art festival, and then the spelling bee. Yeah, and then basically they have way too many opportunities right now, because they're like really special on helping me throughout my life and how to get through middle school, how to get through elementary school, how to get through preschool, all leading up to high school. And I really appreciate this school, like, because mostly the teachers here are really, really nice, really, really great at what they're doing, and they just help me push further and further in the future and into my life. So basically, I would like to say that Foothill Christian is a really great school, and that it's helped me through many things, and it gives many opportunities in many different ways. So I would like to thank my parents for basically supporting me through all of this and paying for my tuition here at Foothill Christian School. And I would like to thank them for donating everything, and I'd like to thank them for pushing me harder in life, because that really matters when you grow up in the future. So basically, I would like to thank my family and my friends, because my friends also helped me throughout the whole year. Like, for example, if I'm like missing a homework or something, they help me, or if they're missing a homework, I help them. So basically, it's like a trade-off trade. But I would like to thank my friends, my family, and I would like to thank Iron Man for loving me 3,000 and for doing a good deed. And you know what? And I would also like to thank BTS, because basically, as an Asian, I was always bullied for being an Asian, but they helped me through that. And yeah, okay.
Well, I've been at Foothill since I was like in first grade, and when I got here, everyone was so like welcoming, even though they knew everyone. they just like opened their arms to me, and it was easy and comfortable to come in with everybody and make new friends. And I picked up the violin when I was in, I think it was 5th grade. And Miss Knight was like just an amazing teacher, and it was easy for me, she said, because I had played the piano, so I could pick it up faster. But there was this one girl that I'll always remember. Her name's Sophia Bone. She doesn't go here anymore, but she helped me, and like she kind of tutored me, so I was able to pick up everything. And I still thank her that I could be in SCYO now, first chair in the orchestra here, and then in SCYO I'm second chair next to Tara, who is our leader in our section. So every day, like, I go in, I just remind myself to thank like Sophia Bone when I go in. And so when we were at Carnegie Hall, I just remember like seeing her face, and I just like tried not to be nervous when I go there. So when I sat on that stage, I just like pretended that she was right there, just like smiling. And I hope she was like still continue playing. In here in school, I'm pretty sure that I didn't know how to draw when I was little. I just scribble and say, oh, this is a drawing. But Miss Wiesel is like a wonderful teacher, and she helped me learn to draw as well. So now I can actually draw faces and eyes, and realistically is not my best, but I'm working on that, and I thank her. The teachers here are really, really like inspiring. We have Miss Lafine. She just cares about you so much, and like if you're ever like going through something, she'll be there for you. Along with Miss Stagel, she's like, she could be your therapist if you want. She'll help you with any struggles you're going through. Mr. Crawford and Mr. Smith, I want to say, are like the funniest teachers I've had, and I think like everybody here is just, it's different from in any other school. Because I remember when I was in kindergarten, it was so hard. Everyone would be so mad at each other, even though we were still a Christian school, and the teachers wouldn't be like that caring. They know that you're there, but they just like ignore you. So when I got here, I thought it'd be the same, but like it was totally different. It blew me away, so I felt so comfortable here. My parents, I want to thank them so much, because they put a lot of money and a lot of their trust in me to do well in here, and I have done well, and I hope I like make them proud throughout this year and throughout all the years that I've been in SOIO. And my mom is just like the best, I think. I want to thank her so much, because even though I might be cranky sometimes when I go into SOIO, I get mad that I think I didn't do well, but she'd always be there like to comfort me and say I did. And my dad is just like throwing Bible verses at me and praying for me, and he says that my cousins in Guatemala are always praying for me, and he videotapes me for them, and I just love to see like their smiles and their faces whenever I play.
I've been in Foothill for like 5 months. Like, I've been here for such a short time, but I know the Foothill is a great place, and I've been here just for a little time, so I just got only to go to DR and DC, but it was really nice. And in DR, I got to like volunteer and help people and help the poor, and it was so good. It was so good, and like I learned a lesson, which is the money doesn't belong happiness. So I felt very touched. And in DC, I got to learn like lots of American history, and like I got to be with lots of friends, and it was so fun. And the teachers are so nice. So I thank the teachers that helped me to be here. Yeah, I thank my parents because they always support me, and they sent me here to experience a lot of things, and they always been cheering me up, though they are like not with me now, but I really love them. I really thank them. Yeah.
Foothill has given me the opportunity to show who I really am here, because it's a safe community school. It has showed me how I can act and sing and do volleyball, and how the teachers are close to you, and how different every one of us could be from each other, how we're all different, and then how we'd all should serve God. I've been here for
basically my whole life. Like since because my sister went here before me, and my mom would bring me here and then drop me off at the preschool. It's weird because when I'm leaving kind of like a home to me. It's gonna be hard probably, but I'll get through it. Everyone does. And I like this school a lot, even though I've had hard times here with drama and all that. Just put that in the past. Live now. And I like to thank my mom and my dad for letting me go here, Miss Stagel and Miss Martinez for helping me go through my stuff, and Mr. G for making this good school like nice and safe. Thank you.